You've done everything you can to change your life. You've made promises to yourself, created vision boards, written affirmations, and engaged in deep inner work. But despite all that, something still feels missing. Even though everything seems to be going well on the outside, there's a strange stagnation inside. It's as if the more effort you put in, the more tired you get, and the more you move, the more you return to the same point. Maybe the real issue isn't doing more. Maybe the solution lies in not doing, in stopping. Have you ever thought about it? What if the key isn't in working harder, but in being able to stop completely? Because sometimes doing nothing can be the thing that changes everything. But it's not easy to accept. We were taught to always strive, to be patient, to fight, to resist. Yet, as Carl Jung said, some transformations begin not with action, but with surrender. Surrender is not a weakness, it is an inner alignment. And when that alignment happens, you start to notice your inner world instead of trying to control the outer world. Maybe what you've been fighting all this time was suppressing a wisdom that was already within you. Maybe the things you said weren't working were actually protecting you. In today's video, we will try to understand why your life still feels stuck, why external chaos continues despite your inner peace. Because maybe the problem isn't with you, the problem lies in that invisible gap between your true self and your efforts. And when you become aware of that gap, you will understand that you no longer have to fight. You just have to start seeing. Before we continue, if this journey inspires you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Because this channel doesn't just share content, it accompanies you on your journey of self-discovery. In the community section, we share short insights that will touch your soul, so be sure to check them out. If you're ready, let's lift that invisible curtain together. Are you really trying? Or is your effort the thing that wears you out the most? Sometimes taking action may seem like progress, but it is actually another form of resistance. You make plans, you pray, you work, but life doesn't seem to respond. As Jung said, what you resist persists. Perhaps that effort, which may seem like a solution from the outside, is actually an attempt to suppress an inner fear. However, the universe is not concerned with how hard you try, but with the energy you bring to it. If everything you do is rooted in feelings of inadequacy, fear, or panic, that energy spreads. And unfortunately, that energy attracts more of the same. That's why sometimes even your prayers go unanswered, because there is still a part of you that says, I don't deserve it. Jung's wisdom tells us that the subconscious silently shapes our lives. As long as we do not face it, our external world will reenact the same problems over and over again. You cannot change the external world without transforming your inner world. And perhaps everything you have done so far has turned you outward. Yet the real transformation begins with looking inward. Sometimes all you need to do is stop. Not to stop, but to listen. Because when you are silent, the voice of life begins to be heard. When the external noise ceases, that is when you realize what your beliefs are whispering to you. That silence is frightening at first. It's like a void. You let go of something, but you don't know what will replace it. Jung describes this void as a rebirth space. The old self dissolves, but the new one has not yet emerged. That is why most people return at the first sign of silence. They rush back, become busy again, throw themselves into action, because the mind is addicted to movement, not silence. But the soul only breathes in silence, and it is precisely in this silence that an invisible transformation begins. Your nervous system relaxes. The armor of your subconscious begins to crack. Life is not reshaping itself outside of you, it is reshaping itself within you. This emptiness is not a loss, but a birth. And like every birth, it is painful, because as the old dissolves, you are forced to let go of your familiar identity. But at that very moment, without anything changing on the outside, everything changes on the inside. If you can hold on to this moment, if you can embrace this emptiness with awareness instead of running away from it, then life begins to take shape according to your energy for the first time. And this shaping does not happen through external effort, but through internal alignment. True alignment begins not with challenging the outside world, but with understanding your inner world. Because as Jung said, healing is not about being whole, it's about realizing that you already are. This awareness does not change you. It accepts you as you already are. And it is this acceptance that keeps you centered, regardless of the conditions of the outside world. You no longer struggle to be loved or tire yourself out, seeking approval. Because you realize that everything you were looking for outside yourself is already within you. What you need to do now is not to keep striving, but to see the belief underlying that striving. Perhaps you have been running for years because someone told you that you were not good enough. Perhaps you wanted to succeed because you wanted to be seen. But now, with this awareness, you see yourself. And this inner clarity erases all the answers you were looking for outside and leaves peace in their place. It's as if you no longer have to prove anything to anyone, because you are already born from within. This is where the real magnetic effect comes into play. You no longer strive to attract things from outside, because you have become the field of attraction. That quiet confidence, that calm demeanor. Someone looking from the outside notices it but can't put a name to it, because it's not a performance, it's a remembrance. It's you remembering who you are, where you came from, and what you truly deserve. And this remembrance begins to shape your life in ways you never expected. Maybe this video will give you the power to rewrite the story behind your efforts. Or maybe it will just be a reminder. You are already enough. Everything you've been searching for all these years has already found you. But you didn't notice because you were still running. Now stop, breathe, feel, because you don't need to build anything anymore. You just need to remember. If this video touched you in any way, I would love for you to share it in the comments. Reading your insights could help this community grow and enable more people to face themselves. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can join the Mindful Sphere channel to continue this journey together. Because this isn't just a video, it's a door opening to yourself. And if you're still listening to these words, know that that door has already opened for you. Welcome, truly welcome.